Okay. I was in the middle of recording a reading, okay, and the phone rang, so I had to take the call, and it was pretty lengthy. And I come back and I, jump back in and hit finish recording. Okay, it was at 9 something or whatever. And I finished recording to 10 minutes. And the only thing that saved was the last 10 minutes. And I will end up posting it just to show you. So, somebody really doesn't want this message getting out there, okay? But you know what? It's too bad. It's just too bad. So, we're going to start over. And I'm just going to brief you through the cards that already came out and what was said, okay? The first card that had come out in this reading, okay? And this reading was all about, you know, what has been done to you, okay? And that was the first card that came out. You've had so much betrayal, so much deceit, envy, deception, okay? Somebody actually wanted to see this for you, all right? But it's in the reverse because God's not going to allow that to you, allow that to happen to you, okay? They're just a page, a player, okay? Um, yeah, that, with Page of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, okay, Page of Wands in the upright. They like to just play with their wand, okay? Think with their wand, okay? But Spirit came in and said you have strength, okay? You have so much strength. And you've had so much strength enduring all this. You knew and you've known what's going on. You've slowly pieced the pieces together, okay? Now is what Spirit had showed me during this was there's a Knight of Pentacles who has seen everything, who knows everything, okay? That has the proof, that is going to be coming in to share this with you, okay? And then it was at the bottom of the deck they wanted me to grab Ace of Pentacles, okay? So what they were trying to do was mess with your finances, mess with your life, and it's not going to happen, okay? And then what came out was the Fool and the Sun in reverse, and that is because somebody was a fool and thought that everything that they did, their little black magic, tricks up their sleeve, whatever, so however you look at it, by doing, putting whatever they did to your life, okay, because they refused to heal with the Sun in reverse. They refused to heal their inner child wounds, okay? They've made some pacts with the devil, okay? And he's here to collect now. He's not happy that they could not produce you to them, okay? So they're in the current energy of feeling like everything's been taken away. The Empress in reverse. Their life is being thrown into chaos mode. Everything that they've wished upon you, done to you, is coming back to them. Two of Cups in reverse. They're not going to have the celebration that they want. Ace of Wands, they're not getting anything because the Hierophant's here. The universe, the divine, has stepped in, okay, and turned this King of Swords life upside down. Okay? There's no anything for him because this person wanted you to walk away from everything that you love. And now they get to see you walk away from them and go to this. Okay? Why they're going to be thrown in the dark night of a soul, made to sit with their lustful energies, okay? How they couldn't commit, how they couldn't keep promises, okay? They're no longer going to be able to look out to a future. They're not going to get what they were trying to achieve, which is a happy life, because they were being deceptive about it. They were trying to cheat. They were trying to take the easy way and play with magic, okay? But you're going to get the celebration, okay? Because Rejoice came out in celebration, all right? and then emotional withdrawal and universe in reverse. And that's because the universe does not back this person because they don't believe. Okay. And they're so emotionally withdrawn, it's like they forgot how to feel at all, period. Okay. And you've endured so much, and through this, you've held on to a mustard seed of hope. And because of that, because you went within, okay, with the solitude card here, all right, and you now no longer see through the rose-colored glasses, um, the waiting game is over, okay, and you're going right for your destiny. And there's going to be doors that open up. You're going to have choices. You need to remain balanced and focused. You need to keep all your chakras aligned as they are going to try to come for your chakras, okay? But recognition and rewards, you're going to be vindicated is what and I just saw that in my head, in my mind's eye. It doesn't matter what they still try to pull because they've already been warned, and if they don't stop, their repercussions for what they do is going to happen very swift. It's not going to take time anymore like it did in the past. It's going to be very swift. Very swift and very just is what I just heard. Okay, you're no longer in mental conflict over any of this. You see through it. You see through the bullshit, the illusions they tried to feed you. Okay? They wanted to disrupt your life. They didn't want you to have love. They wanted you to be so hurt that you closed yourself off. And that's not what happened at all, because that is not how God created you. And that's just like how I'm not created that way. I'll always have love. What else, Spirit? So yeah, it was funny how the reading, only the last few minutes of it saved. It's weird. Someone just does not want this message getting out there. Okay. Asking me to use this deck. Then we'll finish with this deck. Now, and remember, whatever anybody tries to do to you, it's going to go back to them. As long as you're operating on the righteous path and you're not vindictive. What would you like to be heard out of this deck? Angels, what would you like to be heard out of this deck? Be very precise. Yep, and it's all because of this. Not only because of this, because of the fact that you've done so much inner work to pour love into yourself and give love to yourself when everybody around you was putting one of those in your back. Notification, confirmation coming in. Even the ones that put this in your back, you still chose to love. Even after pouring into yourself. They can't figure this out. It's because you walk solely with God. And I get it. I understand it. I know. Yep. In the reverse? Okay. Because none of these cards are in the reverse, but because it came out and it was upside down, I was going to flip it upright, and they told me no. It's because you have released your ex. You have released everything. Anything else before we close this up? Anything else? I don't think so. So I love y'all. Take it only if it resonates.